Hi everybody! We just got out of our first session of the day and I went to a carbon majors panel and it was really exciting. We heard from Julianne Richards from the Climate Levy Project from Australia, which was really cool, on a gentleman from Indonesia who works on a couple of lawsuits against some of the major fossil fuel companies there, and a person from Peru who is suing a large energy developer that has contributed to agricultural problems, melting of glaciers, erratic rainfall and water from glaciers melting into lakes and flooding agricultural regions. It's really interesting. I liked that they are very clear and mathematical about assigning blame to large carbon extractors, that they have really shown the relationship between the carbon in the atmosphere and what the financial damages that has caused are, and given assigned kind of proportionality to some of the people who have caused these caused climate change in a very real direct relationship kind of way. But how they'll manage a future levy project is really complicated, but country by country they're starting to look at the real damages that fossil fuels have caused, so it's really interesting. And I also got to meet Peter Joseph from Citizens Climate Lobby. He was there from California, so it was really exciting to see a fellow CCLer. What did you learn?
Okay, so I went to a panel on the importance of addressing oceans and climate in the COP21 agreement, and so it was a pretty informal session because there was an entire day devoted to oceans last week, and so this was really more about a discussion between everyone who was in attendance about like what we want to see, and the major thing we want to see, of course, is oceans actually be added, because right now like they're barely in the agreement at all, like they're not even addressed, and when it's like 85% of life is in the ocean, obviously it's a super important thing to think about, and so we talked about like how we want to do that, how that should be implemented. So there's a whole paper outlining those strategies, and I'm going to take pictures of that and I'm going to upload it so that way people can read it. So anyway, it was really, really interesting. Lots of people were there, lots of doctors from oceanography departments and universities were really interested in obviously seeing some progress on this issue. So anyway, it was very interesting. Yeah. So,
well, we're headed off to another event at 2 o'clock, so we'll check in later. Thank you for joining us on Twitter. Bye!